Elon Musk, baby. God bless America.
Elon Musk is one of the most controversial figures of modern times. He has his hand in automobile industry with Tesla. He is racing to the Mars with SpaceX, and he is now basically Trump's right-hand man.
What improvements do you think we'll see in Neuralink?
I mean, in years, it's going to be gigantic.
He is certainly a man of many talents, so everybody is eager to see what is his next move. What is going to shock the world with next?
As you can see, I just arrived in the Robo taxi, the Cybercab.
So, let's take a look at some of the things that he has cooking that could make a big impact on the way we live our lives. Neurosphere. So, picture this. You're sitting on your couch, scrolling through your phone, and suddenly, boom, your screen lights up with the wildest thing you've ever seen. Elon Musk's Neuralink has done it again. This time, they've officially made controlling technology with your mind a reality. Yeah, like straight-up telekinesis vibes, but backed by cutting-edge science. How incredible it is that someone who is paralyzed and unable to move their hands can now play video games.
Connection between the brain and the body is severed. The brain continues functioning normally, but it's unable to communicate with the outside world.
Nolan Arbaugh, who was among the first to test this technology, is truly experiencing the ultimate dream. He's using the implant to design 3D objects and even crush some rounds of gaming. And the best part? All it takes is a thought. Just imagine flexing on your friends by saying, "Yeah, I beat that level."
What improvements do you think we'll see in Neuralink?
I mean, in years, it's going to be gigantic.
What's crazy is Neuralink isn't the only company diving into this sci-fi future. There are others like Synchron and BlackRock Neurotech working on similar stuff. But let's be real, Musk's flair for going big or going home makes Neuralink feel like the main character in this whole merge humans with tech saga. The ultimate goal? To create a world where we're not just using technology, but becoming technology in a way that feels seamless and, dare I say, magical. Of course, all of this raises some pretty heavy questions about ethics and safety. But for now, I'm just marveling at how something we once saw in movies is literally happening in real life. Mind blown, or should I say, mind controlled. And just when you think Musk couldn't get any more futuristic, he's now redefining how we get around with something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Cybercab.
As you can see, I just arrived in the Robo taxi, the Cybercab.
Imagine a sleek, futuristic ride that looks like it rolled straight out of Tron or Blade Runner. Unveiled at Tesla's We Robot event in October 2024, the two-seater autonomous Cybercab lacks pedals or steering wheel. Elon Musk, Tesla's head honcho, said that this self-driving car should be on the road by 2026 and cost less than $30,000. The idea is to make going around town as easy as using an app to call a taxi, but without a driver. There's no need to worry about getting somewhere. Just call the Cybercab and sit back and enjoy the ride. The Cybercab is going to be completely electric, and it will be able to go about 200 miles on a single charge, which is pretty amazing. Plus, it's set to feature wireless induction charging, so no more fiddling with plugs, just park it over a charging pad, and you're good to go. The exciting part is that Tesla plans to expand beyond the Cybercab. They also unveiled the Robo van, a larger autonomous vehicle designed to carry up to 20 passengers. It looks like they're getting ready to change how public transportation works. Of course, there are still problems to solve, such as getting governmental approvals and making the self-driving tech even better. But Tesla is the only company that is ready to try new things. When you're stuck in traffic, picture a fleet of cybercabs zipping around, making trips easier and towns less crowded. And speaking of Tesla shaking up the future, their latest creation isn't just about getting you from point A to B. It's about transforming how we live and work with the Optimus humanoid robot. Optimus humanoid robot. You could have help with everything, like cooking, cleaning, moving, putting things away, you name it. This idea is embodied in Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot, which is truly innovative. This robot isn't like most. Everything about Optimus is made to make everyday jobs easy. When it was first shown off, it walked onto the stage, waved to the crowd, and did simple things like watering plants and moving things. It's crazy that it uses the same AI technology that Tesla's cars do, which means it's always learning and changing to fit new settings. The design, sleek, futuristic, and super functional. It's packed with cameras, sensors, and processors to navigate the world just like we do. While most robots in this league come with a hefty price tag, Musk claims that Optimus is being developed with affordability in mind. He wants it in homes, factories, and workplaces, helping with repetitive or even risky jobs. But this robot does more than just make life easier. Musk thinks that Optimus could completely change the way we think about work and productivity, giving people more time to be creative, come up with new ideas, or just spend time with their families. This kind of big step could change the way people balance work and life. Sure, there's some debate about what a world with human-like robots might look like, but it's hard not to feel a little awestruck. Who knew we'd be talking about personal robots like it's no big deal? And while robots on Earth are exciting, Elon Musk is also busy building something that could take us far beyond our planet. SpaceX's Starship. Talk about Starship, a spaceship that is changing the space business in a big way. This is the rocket to keep an eye on if you've ever wished that people could live on Mars or just wanted spaceflight to become commonplace. Starship is a very powerful spaceship. That's right, it can go to space, come back, and do it all over again without throwing away a single part. Think about how airplanes changed the way people traveled. Musk wants to do the same thing for space travel. It's not just for scientists either. The Starship is meant to take everything from goods to satellites and, one day, even regular people to places like the Moon or Mars. What's cool? SpaceX doesn't just talk, they do things. SpaceX has already done several test flights with Starship, with both amazing wins and fiery failures, which Musk jokes about as rapid unscheduled disassemblies. With each launch, we get closer to being able to move between planets. But what is the end goal here? Living on Mars. Musk has talked a lot about making a backup plan for people, and Starship is the key to making that happen. It can take up to 100 people, and all the things they'd need to live on Mars at the same time. Also, if you're not interested in going to Mars, how about using Starship to take short trips around Earth? For example, how about flying from New York to Tokyo in less than an hour? Please sign me up. Fans of space or people who just like the idea of discovering the unknown will love Starship. It's taking us to places we've only dreamed of. To the point. Musk's Hyperloop is a risky plan to change the way we move around on Earth, while Starship is all about going to space. Hyperloop? Imagine zipping between cities at over 700 miles per hour, all while chilling in a futuristic pod. That's the vision behind Hyperloop, Elon Musk's answer to high-speed travel that's faster than planes and more efficient than trains. So, what is it exactly? Picture a long, low-pressure tube stretching between cities. Inside, sleek pods levitate using magnetic forces, cruising at insane speeds with almost no friction. It's kind of like a high-tech bullet train, but on steroids. Musk introduced the concept back in 2013, and since then, teams around the world have been racing to make it a reality. The idea behind Hyperloop is simple but brilliant. It can provide crazy fast transportation without using a lot of fuel, or making pollution by getting rid of air resistance and touch friction. It's possible to live in San Francisco and work in Los Angeles with a 30-minute drive between the two cities. Crazy, huh? There have already been small-scale tests that went well. One company that got ideas from Musk's open-source idea was Virgin Hyperloop. In 2020, they even had people ride in their test pod. The fact that it works shows that this futuristic idea might not be so far away after all. There are, of course, problems. It's not cheap to build the machinery, and following the rules is a pain. But Musk is the only one who can get this done. He's already changed the way space and cars work, so why not transportation too? Think about it. One day, getting on a Hyperloop pod might seem like taking the train, and to be honest, I'm excited to see what comes next. And just as the Hyperloop is reimagining how we move across the Earth, SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft is boldly taking humanity's reach to the stars, one mission at a time. SpaceX Dragon. Let's dive into Dragon, the spacecraft that's redefining how we reach and work in space. This innovative vehicle, which was made by SpaceX, is now an important part of modern space travel. It can do everything from transporting cargo to the International Space Station and back again. Dragon's ability to be used again and again is one of its best traits. Dragon is intended to come back to Earth, get a quick fix-up, and then get right back to work. In the past, spacecraft were thrown away after just one flight. This cuts down on costs and moves us closer to making spaceflight more common and long-lasting. Step inside the Crew Dragon, and you'll find a futuristic setup that feels more like stepping into a high-tech cockpit than a cramped spacecraft. Gone are the walls of dials and switches. In their place are sleek touchscreens and a minimalist design, built for comfort and efficiency. There are two types of Dragon: the Cargo Dragon, which transports supplies and scientific experiments, and the Crew Dragon, which has safely carried astronauts and even regular people on historic flights like the Inspiration trip. It was amazing to see a crew of only civilians orbit Earth for 3 days. It made me realize how far we've come in spaceflight. What's even more exciting is how Dragon is paving the way for SpaceX's bigger ambitions, like sending humans to the Moon and Mars. It's not just about reaching space, it's about expanding our possibilities there. And just when you think Musk's projects couldn't get any more out there, along comes the Boring Company, with a flamethrower. Yes, an actual flamethrower. The Boring Company's flamethrower. Okay, this one's just wild. Imagine waking up one day and seeing a tweet from Elon Musk saying, "We're selling flamethrowers." It sounds like a joke, right? Well, it wasn't. The Boring Company's flamethrower was very real, and it sold out almost instantly. Officially dubbed not a flamethrower, probably to sidestep some legal red tape. This gadget is exactly what it sounds like. A portable flame-spewing device that looks like it belongs in an action movie. Musk's reasoning for making it? Mostly fun. He described it as great for roasting marshmallows, though I suspect it's better at sparking conversations, and maybe a little chaos. The flamethrower came as part of a quirky promotional campaign for the Boring Company. The same company digging tunnels to revolutionize transportation decided to sell a limited run of 20,000 flamethrowers at $500 each. And, unsurprisingly, they sold out fast. One thing's for sure, Musk knows how to grab attention, and honestly, who wouldn't want to see one of these in action? And just when you think Elon Musk couldn't stir the pot anymore, he went and bought Twitter, because why not add social media mogul to his resume? The acquisition of Twitter. Let's talk about the day Elon Musk officially became the main character of the internet. In 2022, Musk pulled off one of the most talked about acquisitions in tech history by buying Twitter for a cool $44 billion. Yep, billion with a B. The lead up to the deal was pure drama. It started with Musk tweeting about how Twitter needed free speech reform. Before anyone could blink, he became the platform's largest shareholder. Then came weeks of back and forth. Would he buy it? Wouldn't he? Spoiler alert, he did. And when the deal closed, the internet pretty much exploded. What happened next was chaos. Musk immediately made headlines by firing top executives and introducing a slew of changes. From overhauling verification with paid subscriptions, hello, $8 blue check marks, to reinstating controversial accounts, Musk didn't hold back. He also renamed the platform to X, aiming to turn it into an all-encompassing app for messaging, shopping, payments, you name it. People had thoughts, to say the least. Some hailed him as a disruptor who could finally fix Twitter's issues. Others saw his moves as reckless, questioning how his changes might impact free speech and misinformation. Love him or hate him, Musk turned Twitter, X, into a non-stop conversation. Whether you think he's a genius or a chaos agent, there's no denying Musk's acquisition of Twitter was a cultural moment. And knowing him, this story is far from over. And while Musk's takeover of Twitter had the internet buzzing, his latest transportation innovation, the Tesla Robo van, is turning heads in the real world. Tesla's Robo van. Imagine a car that is so high-tech that it feels like a shuttle bus from the future that came straight from a tech show. That's exactly what RoboVan from Tesla says it will do. This all-electric self-driving wonder was shown off at the same time as the Cybercab. It is meant to change the way people move in groups and use public transportation. What's so important about the Robo van? The Robo van can hold up to 20 people, which makes it great for ride-sharing, public transit, or even private groups looking for a high-tech way to get around. Since there is no need for a driver, the inside is all about making the most of room and comfort. You can expect sleek seats, panoramic windows, and the kind of tech merging you'd expect from Tesla. There might even be a big screen for entertainment that people can enjoy. The Robovan is fully electric, like all of Tesla's other cars. This makes it a green option to regular buses and vans. It will likely use Tesla's newest battery technology, which will give it a long range and make good use of energy. People can just get in the Robovan and let it do the rest, since it drives itself. But what's really exciting is how the Robovan could change the way everyone gets around, especially those who don't have easy access to public transportation. Musk has hinted at designs that can be used by people in wheelchairs, so this is a step toward more open ways to travel. Of course, there are doubters, as there are with any big Musk project. Can Tesla make this idea work all over the world? Will the government allow self-driving fleets? Time will tell. For now, the Robovan shows that Tesla is still dedicated to pushing the boundaries of transportation technology. And just when you thought Tesla had redefined transportation, they turned their sights upward, literally with the game-changing solar roof. Solar roof. Imagine turning your roof into a clean energy powerhouse without compromising the look of your home. That's the magic of Tesla's solar roof, a product that combines sleek aesthetics with cutting-edge solar technology. Traditional solar panels are big and can be an eyesore. The solar roof, on the other hand, is made to look like it was always there. Every tile looks like a normal roof shingle, but it's actually a small solar cell. They work together to make electricity that powers your home and keeps it looking good. It's like having a high-tech roof that saves you money on energy costs and pays for itself over time. What's even cooler is how the solar roof integrates with Tesla's other energy products. Pair it with a Powerwall, Tesla's home battery system, and you can store excess energy for later use, like during the night or a power outage. This combo makes it possible to live almost entirely off the grid, saving money and reducing your carbon footprint. Musk wants the solar roof to make it easy for people to use green energy. The tiles are made to last a lifetime, which is longer than most warranties on roofing materials. Tesla also says that the system is competitively priced when you consider the saves in energy over time. Of course, there have been challenges, like scaling up production and managing installation timelines. But as Tesla refines the process, more and more homeowners are turning their rooftops into power generators, helping pave the way for a greener future. And while Tesla's solar roof is helping us harness energy here on Earth, SpaceX's Starlink is making sure no corner of the planet is left in the digital dark. Starlink. You could watch your favorite shows, work from home, or even play games online from a cabin in the mountains or a faraway island. What SpaceX's Starlink makes possible is just that. Musk is trying very hard to connect the whole world to high-speed internet, and I think it's pretty cool. Here's how it works. Starlink uses a constellation of thousands of small satellites orbiting Earth at low altitudes. These satellites beam internet signals down to receivers on the ground, providing broadband access even in places where traditional infrastructure, like fiber optic cables, can't reach. Think rural areas, disaster zones, or even ships at sea. The service is already up and running in many parts of the world, with SpaceX regularly launching new satellites to expand coverage. Setting it up is simple. Users receive a small, pizza box-sized dish that connects to the satellites automatically. The speeds? Pretty impressive, rivaling many traditional internet providers. But it's not just about convenience. Starlink has potential for massive global impact. It could connect areas that don't have enough access to the internet, make telemedicine and distance learning possible, and even help with crisis relief by letting people talk to each other in places where networks are down. Of course, there are challenges. Astronomers worry about light pollution from the satellites, and some critics question the cost for users in developing countries. But if Musk's track record is anything to go by, Starlink could be the first step toward a truly connected world. As Starlink brings the world closer together through connectivity, Musk's vision for the future reaches far beyond our planet. with bold plans to make Mars humanity's second home. Mars colonization. Imagine being in the first generation to live on another world. You're standing in a red desert and looking up at a pale pink sky. That's the goal Elon Musk has been working toward, with SpaceX's big plan to settle Mars. The idea isn't just sci-fi anymore. Musk sees Mars as humanity's backup plan. If Earth faces catastrophic events, whether environmental or otherwise, having a self-sustaining colony on Mars could ensure our survival, and SpaceX is making this vision seem less like a fantasy and more like a near-future reality. At the heart of the mission is Starship, SpaceX's fully reusable spacecraft designed to carry up to 100 people to the Red Planet. The goal is to make space travel affordable enough for regular people, not just astronauts, by reusing rockets and cutting costs. Musk envisions fleets of starships making regular trips, each loaded with people, equipment, and supplies to build the infrastructure for a Martian city. What's even cooler is the level of detail in the plan. Musk talks about using Mars's natural resources to create breathable air, fuel, and building materials. Solar panels would power the colonies, and greenhouses would provide food. It's like turning the ultimate fixer-upper into a thriving human settlement. Of course, there are problems such as radiation, low gravity, and the fact that it's hard to get everything you need to stay alive. However, Musk loves to take on impossible tasks, and he is already making progress with the successful tests of Starship and his work with NASA. Mars may still feel like a distant dream, but with Musk's relentless push, the first human colony on another planet could be closer than we think. As Musk looks to build a future on Mars, he hasn't forgotten about Earth, and the Cybertruck is his boldest take yet on reimagining transportation right here at home. Cybertruck. Picture this, a vehicle that looks like it rolled straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster with angular lines, stainless steel armor, and unbreakable windows. That's Tesla's Cybertruck, a design so wild it instantly divided the internet. Unveiled in 2019, the Cybertruck is Tesla's take on the pickup truck, only it's nothing like the gas-guzzling behemoths we're used to. Made from ultra-hard stainless steel and armored glass, it's designed to be virtually indestructible. Musk even showed off its durability by smashing it with a sledgehammer during the launch, though the infamous cracked window moment stole the headlines. The Cybertruck is more than just a pretty face, though. With a range of up to 500 miles, the ability to tow over 14,000 pounds, and the speed to go from 0 to 60 mph in less than 3 seconds, it's a real powerhouse. It even beats sports cars in terms of speed. It's also completely electric, which makes it a green option in a market where gas-powered trucks are the norm. One of the coolest things about it, the Cybertruck has an air compressor and power outlets built right in, so it's great for off-road trips or as a mobile office. The changeable air suspension also makes sure that the ride is smooth, whether you're on the highway or going over rough terrain. Whether you like it or not, the Cybertruck is definitely Musk. Brave, different, and full of drive. No matter if it's the future of trucks or just a cool style icon, it's already changed the way people talk about what a pickup can be. With that, we have come to the end of today's video. Let us know what you think of one of the most eccentric and innovative people on Earth. What do you think about these inventions that Elon Musk has planned? Are they going to work, or is it just PR for his companies? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.